Most condo and HOA board members have no idea they can be held personally liable for decisions made around that conference table. Not the association, them personally. And in our experience, the situations that create that exposure almost never look dangerous until it's too late. There's a legal concept called the business judgment rule, and it's the primary protection standing between a board member and personal liability. Here's what it says in plain terms. As long as you made a decision in good faith with reasonable information and in the interest of the community, courts will generally defer to that decision, even if it turned out to be wrong. That sounds reassuring. The problem is the word reasonable. The business judgment rule only protects decisions made through a defensible process. The moment a board ignores a known problem, a contractor flags a structural issue, an inspection report surfaces a failing roof, a vendor puts a warning in writing and takes no action, the protection disappears. You can't claim good faith when there's documented evidence you were on notice. What we see repeatedly in distressed communities is boards that received exactly that kind of notice, filed it away, and assumed that because nothing had happened yet, nothing would. That assumption is what converts a difficult situation into a personal liability event. Here's something that surprises almost every board we talk to. The decision itself is often less important than how it's recorded. Consider two boards facing the same situation: aging pavement, a repair estimate that exceeds what's currently in reserves, and a membership that's already resistant to a dues increase. Both boards decide to defer the project for 12 months. Now, Board A votes, moves on, and the decision lives nowhere except in the memory of whoever was in the room. Board B votes, and the minutes reflect the financial constraints they were operating under, the reserve balance at the time, the timeline they committed to for revisiting the decision, and the alternative interim measures they considered. Same decision, completely different liability exposure. If a homeowner files a complaint or a slip and fall happens on that pavement or a lender questions the association's management practices, Board A looks negligent, Board B looks prudent. The documentation is the difference, and most self-managed boards are running closer to Board A than they realize. This is the one that catches new board members off guard most often. When you join a board, you inherit the community's history, its contracts, its deferred maintenance, its unresolved issues. Many new board members assume that because a problem predates their tenure, they're insulated from it. That assumption is wrong. If a known issue existed before you joined and you had reasonable opportunity to address it and you didn't, liability doesn't stay with the prior board. It follows the problem forward. Courts look at what the current board knew and when they knew it, not at who created the situation originally. We've worked with communities where a structural or safety issue was documented in meeting minutes 2, 3, even 4 cycles back. And the sitting board members had no idea the exposure had been accumulating that entire time. Nobody told them. Nobody flagged it during the transition. And by the time it surfaced, the question wasn't whether there was a problem. It was who was accountable for not fixing it. Fiduciary duty sounds like a legal abstraction until the moment it isn't. The boards we work with that sleep well at night aren't the ones with the fewest problems. They're the ones with processes that document decisions, track known issues, and create a clear record that they acted responsibly with the information they had. If you're not sure whether your current board practices would hold up under scrutiny, that's exactly the kind of question we're built to help you answer. At ManageMax, we know that effective community management is built on transparency and systematic excellence. We provide full-service HOA and condominium management across Southeast Michigan, handling everything from accurate financial reporting to proactive maintenance. Our goal is to reduce the burden on your board while protecting your property values. If you're looking for a partner who values accountability as much as you do, visit us at managemaxproperties.com. Let's build a stronger community together.